As I began my teaching journey, I wasn't quite sure as to how I'd actually be as a teacher. However, now that I've been trudging along, I find that it is becoming easier to at least complete the planning part of teaching, such as what it is I want to teach, how I want to teach it, and the minute details to help everything run smoothly. Although I have yet to plan a full lesson that spans the entire 40-minute period, I have worked my way up to 10-minute lessons, and they seem to go nicely. I've learned that preparation makes all the difference in the world, because the better prepared one is, the more effective the content will be for the students. Throughout my teaching journey, I have taught various topics that are relevant to my field, which will help me as I grow into the shoes of teaching. Some examples of relevant material include Punnett squares, pedigree charts, mitosis, meiosis, and ecology. In order to plan these lessons, I used material from my textbooks and simply excluded material that I felt was unnecessary for a high school lesson. In order to engage students, I attempted to incorporate something relatable to their lives, something they could imagine themselves doing, or an interactive game or activity. Questions such as, how would you react if you had this disease, were great ways to involve the students and get them to think of the situation on a first-hand basis. As I watched my videos, I realized that I make good eye contact and smile, which I think can make the students feel welcomed. It is a natural part of my personality to be upbeat, cheerful, and humorous, something that I am happy is conveyed to my students. However, I would like to move around more and use the spacing of the classroom in order to better capture and keep the attention of my students. My feet seem to be pretty rooted to the general area, which is something I'd like to improve upon. From doing this micro-teaching, I've become more comfortable in front of the class, and my ability to devise a lesson has gone from taking hours of planning to perhaps only taking an hour and sometimes less. I've learned various forms of teaching methods, such as compare and contrast, reading for meaning, inquiry, and more. Most of these strategies I would have never begun to think could be applicable to teaching biology. However, these are creative methods that could intrigue the students and get them to take a closer look into the field of science simply through its delivery in the classroom. As I watch myself on the camera, I realize that I'm actually more animated than I'd anticipated. While I still do not go crazy with my arms, they're not the stiff robots I imagined them to be. My experience thus far in my ASL class has been absolutely amazing. My students, as I like to call them, are mainly from Asia. However, some are from South America, Europe, and Africa as well. One of my students said to me, "It's so hot. How do you say when the water comes out of your body?" I thought it was such an awesome experience to be able to tell him, sweat. The word is sweat. All throughout the semester, I have helped them to define words, use them in context, and have spoken with them both in and out of class to help improve their conversational skills, even while relaxing on the beach and enjoying the pizza, which unfortunately attracted seagulls of death trying to steal our bread. My teaching journey is one that will continue throughout the duration of my college experience and job career. As best said by Lao Tzu, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step.